Welcome back everyone to the Creeper's Code. This is episode 3 of our little mini-series here featuring the Creeper's Code, which is an amazing, complex and fantastical data pack that you should definitely download in the description if you fancy playing along. Today we're going to be going over some really cool new features such as jewelry. I've already got myself a stone cutter and the ingredients for the jewelry table. But as you can see here, we're actually living in an entirely new place. I decided to move over to the mountains that we found in the first episode. For reference, some of you may remember I landed on an island and thought I was already on the mainland, and it was that island right there. And then of course I sailed over here. We've got the warm ocean over there, we've got the snowy tundra over there, we've got the mountains, we've got the taiga. Everything's looking pretty cool around here. It's a much better place for us to live in terms of exploration for the future. The good thing about living on the mainland as well is that I've already started to encounter more animals in the forest, so I've been able to get more food. I've been fishing loads here, as you can see. I've fought quite a number of different pillager raiders already, so I've got myself Bad Omen, as you can see. So yeah, all's going pretty well. But as you can see here, I've just collected the last of my stuff from over the gold base, so I'm going to quickly dump this in a chest, I guess. I think what I was going to do actually is I was going to make a barrel over here. Let me see. So I've got myself a netherrack storage chest, cobblestone, we've got mob drops, and we've got wood. So I think we're going to have another barrel here, and we're going to have like broken or old items in here. So I've got obviously, actually that counts. Yeah. So we'll do like crossbows, bows. I'm going to repair that with my current shield actually. Let's see, put that in there. And I've got a hoe in here as well, although the hoe should probably go in the farming chest. Let me see. I've got a little chest over here for all our farming things. In fact, this is a perfect opportunity for me to demonstrate what this thing does. This is amazing. I tried this already off screen for the first time. It is beautiful. So, if you have a patch here of fully grown crops, all you do is you just click them and it breaks all the ones in the surrounding area, doesn't drop any seeds, and instantly replants the crops. And it's not even laggy. It's not even laggy, it's beautiful. I don't know how it works. I have no idea. I have a strange feeling that the way it works is it's based around area effect clouds. Oh crap, that kind of like move out and you know, check the block surrounding area, and then obviously do the replace command, or maybe change the block data to be at the stage 0 seeds? I don't really know. It's very strange. But as you can see there, we get no extra seeds. So once you've planted all your crops down, you don't get any extra seeds, which is both a good and a bad thing. Personally, I actually like using the extra seeds to feed chickens, because early game, if you've got like a chicken farm, you can easily breed all your chickens. You know, it's just obviously just faster than waiting for them to drop eggs. But yeah, you know, it's pretty good. It's good for that. I've also got a sugarcane farm over here, which I've been using. Just simply go over. As you usually would. I'm a big fan of these types of sugarcane farms. The first time I ever saw a sugarcane farm like this was actually in Etho's series, and he basically showed this tessellating pattern where you can basically have the maximum density of sugarcane in a huge area. And nowadays it's even easier to do because you can just waterlog a trapdoor, and then of course you can just run around and not, you know, plunk into the little water pits. Previously the best way of doing that was actually to use lily pads, but that's an outdated method now, which is kind of cool to see. Yeah, so we've got farming chest, we've got sugarcane chest over there. We've got all of our different bulk mob things here. So we've got an armor chest now, I guess, or you know, armor or random weapons. I fished this bow. It's got mending and curse of vanishing, so it's not the most helpful. Although technically, it is actually more helpful than our current bow because it's not going to break. But I don't really know. It's a weird one. But yeah, I'm going to combine my shields together as well. But yeah, without further ado, I'm going to dump all the rest of our junk inside this chest. We've got bone meal, pufferfish. I'm actually going to put that in the nether wart, in the brewing stand chest, just in case. And dump all this stuff in here. So we put that in there. And that's it. We have officially moved in. Hell yeah, good times. But yeah, anyway, first thing we're going to make today is the jewelry table. Boom. Now this is pretty cool. This is a thing that I've recently added to the pack that some of you may recognize. This is a simple resource pack, simply called Knowledge Box instead of Knowledge Book. And again, it's a very simple premise. I find it a little bit weird that it looks like a book still, because it clearly looks like a vanilla book. But it's supposed to be a stand-in basically for the knowledge book problem that we had in the last episode. So I think it was actually in episode 1 or episode 2 when I made the boomerang for the very first time. I basically realized that there was, you know, the click to craft button was the vanilla knowledge book, and it was actually my texture of the knowledge book from Celeste. So there was basically no image there at all. Now that would usually work for the Creeper's Code because the knowledge book is simply a green book, so it actually works with the theme. But obviously the fact that I had a resource pack installed meant that it was like a purple book instead. So this is a very simple resource pack. It's just called Knowledge Box. It converts the knowledge book texture into a little cardboard box here, and of course you click and you get the item that you need, which is really cool. So there we go, jewelry table. I love that. That's really cool. I'd be really interested to know how it removes the knowledge book from your cursor, Because as far as I'm concerned, there's no way of interacting with the item that the player is currently holding in their cursor, but I have no idea. But we'll plonk this thing down. There it is. Oh. Oh no. Oh dear. Why is that? That's interesting. Because this is a hopper, right? I know how this works. It's literally just a hopper with like an item on top of it. But why is that happening? Is that because of Optifine? That's probably an Optifine thing, right? Ah, that's not good. I'd have to check why that's happening, unfortunately. I think that is unfortunately because of the fact that we have a different rendering system, maybe. If I... Well, let's just try that. Fabulous. No, it's the same. I honestly don't know. Obviously, this issue happens with quite a lot of things. Primarily, actually, with... wait, what? Is that my quartz texture? Is that my quartz texture? I didn't realize. I think it is my quartz texture. Or alternatively, it's just a very similar... No, it's just a very similar texture, I think, isn't it? Yeah. Well, anyway, we'll have to ignore the Z5 for now. Kind of a shame that doesn't work too well. But did I just fall out of the bed? I guess I did. Amazing. I had no idea you could do that. Let me see. So if I get myself some iron nuggets, iron nuggies, then we can actually make ourselves an iron ring. So there it is, an iron ring, durability 100 out of 100. We can actually also make golden rings, but I think they're more of like a late game thing because it means that you get a more powerful bonus, but you also... That GUI overlay is so convincing. Look at that. That's like a language thing. What is going on here? Because this doesn't use Optifine. This is crazy. But anyway, so we put an iron ring in the first slot. We can't actually put items in the extra slots, which I think is amazing. I love the fact that that works so well. This pack is ungodly. So we put the iron ring in the first slot, and then we combine it with a gem. The cool thing about this table as well is we can obviously come away from the table and come back to it, and the items will still be in there because at the end of the day, it is just a hopper. But yeah, we can combine it with a gem, an enchanted book, and a lingering potion, and then we get ourselves a cool ring. Now, if we look in the TCC compendium, there's actually quite a few things that we can make into crystals. We can make diamond gemstones, emerald, enderpearl, lapis lazuli, prismarine, quartz, and obsidian, and they all have different traits. So first of all, the diamond one is, I would actually argue the diamond one isn't that helpful, but we can definitely check. So the diamond gemstone is made from putting a diamond in a stone cutter. It adds the health attribute when on a ring. In order to apply it to a ring, you must use a jewelry table. So it adds the health attribute. So I believe for every one of these, we'll have one extra heart. And if we get the rare pristine variant of the gem, which is a 1 in 10 chance, I believe. Rare pristine chance, 10% chance, yeah, 10% chance for it to be a pristine gem, then we'll get a health bonus. The emerald one is the luck attribute. I have no idea how luck actually affects vanilla. I think Creeper may have rewritten a lot of the loot tables to actually function with the luck attribute now, which means that it could actually be really good. It could be really good for getting mob kills and stuff, so we should definitely have at least one emerald ring that we can use if we absolutely need to. We can also make an enderpearl ring, which I love the idea of, but it also seems like it's going to be very, very thirsty. What happened there? Enderpearl gem, yeah. So the Enderpearl gemstone is made from putting an enderpearl in a stone cutter. When on a ring, it teleports nearby items to you. That sounds amazing, and I really want to make myself an Enderpearl gemstone because I love item magnets in this game. In modded, they're like one of the best things. I love that kind of feature, but again, we don't have that many Enderpearls right now. We only have 6, and we are saving them up in order to go to the end quite soon, because I do really want to go to the end as soon as possible, because I feel like there's a lot of cool stuff that we can do once we go there. We also have other types of gemstones. We have the Lapis one. Now this one seems really helpful. It adds the mob XP bonus attribute when on a ring, which gives you bonus XP on kills. That is extremely helpful, so I'm going to make one of those. And again, Lapis is not that expensive, it's not that rare, so we can definitely make quite a few of those. We also have the Prismarine Crystal, which adds the attack speed attribute, interestingly enough. I don't think attack speed is the same as haste. I think it just reduces the cooldown between swings, which isn't the most helpful thing in the world, but we can definitely experiment with it. We also have the Quartz Gemstone, which increases our attack damage. I believe it just gives us strength, or it adds the attack damage attribute. Maybe we just get extra damage when we've got it in our offhand, I'm not sure. We also have the Obsidian Gemstone, which simply gives us knockback resistance, so similar to what Netherite armor does. Yeah, it's interesting. So again, there are some of these that are definitely more helpful than others, but you know, obviously they're not all the same expense, so it does make sense. But I think the first one we're actually going to make is going to be a Lapis gem, because I really want to see how that works. I've already moved my Lapis over to our enchanting station over here. So let's see. So if I go to the stone cutter and put Lapis in, we get click to craft, and we get ourselves a Lapis gemstone, +1 kill experience bonus. Now I have no idea, look at that, that's so nice. I have no idea how well this thing is going to work. But I think what we're going to do, we might just ditch the gemstones and basically just try and keep going until we get the pristine one. Because again, Lapis is not that hard to get. So we can probably just keep going until we get the right one. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There it is, pristine. So we got ourselves a pristine Lapis Lazuli gemstone. Definitely worth it as far as I'm concerned, because we can still use these things in the future. But yeah, if we come over here to the gem table, we see we got +2 kill experience bonus. Okay. Oh, nice little sound as well. It's a unique sound. That's adorable. I love it. Gemstone. Hell yeah. Okay, so if I put this thing in my offhand, I believe that means that we now have +2 kill experience bonus. Okay. That's awesome. I mean, I have no idea how the durability works on this thing. I mean, I imagine the durability is going to go down every time we kill something, right? I gotta find out. Okay, Piggy. I know you're just a pig, but it's your time to be a test subject for today's episode. So again, this thing currently has 100 durability. Oh, I heard a sound. And it has 99. That's amazing. So I think it's just, I think it might even just be like a command like /XP, which is amazing. Let's see if I can. Yeah, it was. Do you see that? My XP like went up a tiny bit and the durability went down. This thing is amazing. If I need to get extra XP, all I need to do is just hold one of these things in my offhand and we'll just get tons of XP. This is going to be amazing for fighting mobs at nighttime. And again, that 100 durability is actually really good as well. I am not too fussed about that at all. But again, it is definitely worth trying to get the pristine one every time, because Lapis is not that rare. Hello, sir. And we can basically just move to that. Now, this is where the problems come in, though. What have you done? Did you leave that there? You silly goon. Yeah, I think that the weird thing is with this right now is obviously we can't hold a shield in our offhand, because usually if I was fighting an Enderman, I'd hold a shield. So does it have to be in offhand? Yeah, when in offhand. Ah, that's weird. So I can't actually kill this Enderman like I usually would. I'd have to make a noob bar basically. I should really make a noob bar at our base so we can use that. But yeah, I'll kill this guy anyway because we are in need of you know. Endermen are so funky. Where are you, sir? Clunk. Oh shit, clunk. Oh no, oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay, I'm glad I recorded this because this was a mistake. Come on, clunk. Clunk. Oh, come on, clunk, clunk. Oh! Oh! The fact I have still got these 44 levels is a complete mystery to me. I do not know how I've managed it, to be completely honest. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and there it is, 5. It only took 5 attempts that time. I mean, by that standard, would probably take absolutely ages to actually get a proper one of these now. Can I do anything with these? It's a structure block, so I don't believe I can. I don't really know what to do with that. I'm pretty sure these are just kind of like junk now. I don't think we can really do anything with them. Maybe we can like trade them to villagers and stuff, because I know that apparently the stone cutter, like the mason villager, actually trades gemstones, I believe. So maybe we can do something with those. Anyway, so we have pristine gemstone and we have a gold Lapis Lazuli ring. So again, this thing only has half as much durability. So what is the difference? Let's see. Gold rings. This ring is the gold variant of the iron ring and can also be used in a jewelry table for different outcomes, such as longer potions with lower durability. Oh. So I think that the gold one is primarily for potions. Not to worry. Valid enchantments, mending and breaking. Wait, really? You can put those on it? Thorns, flame, channeling, curse of vanishing. What? You can put those on it? Yeah, you can, apparently. That's crazy. So maybe if you just have thorns, it just works as a thorns item. And if you have flame, you can just set things on fire with an iron ring. That's really interesting. But we have mending and breaking, thorns, flame, channeling, and curse of vanishing. I already do have some enchanted books from fishing and stuff, but nothing particularly helpful. Not to worry. I am looking forward to doing some enchanting in the future. That's why I've got the sugarcane farm here. Probably in between this episode and the next one, I'm going to try and, you know, find some cows, basically. But, yeah, I'm aware of how loud this is, which is why I stopped talking. In reality, I should probably just turn my game sounds down, but I'm too used to it by this point. What I can do in the meantime, however, is since we don't have any leather, we can actually use bat wings as a temporary, like, leather source, which is It sounds very strange, but it does work, trust me. So if we go to our mob drops here, we have 23 of these bat wings. I have found loads and loads of bat wings across our journeys. These are basically just leather hide. Like, they're the small leather hide that rabbits drop, so we can craft 4 of them into a regular piece of leather. And I believe if we already have some leather in a chest, we certainly do, we can actually use these to get myself some books and some bookshelves, and that would be great. So obviously, bats aren't the best way, or not even close to being the best way of, you know, wait, how much do I need? Is it 18? It is 18, isn't it? Yeah, they definitely are not the best way of getting leather in this game, but again, it's really helpful that just as a result of going caving and fighting bats, essentially, we can actually already get ourselves some books really early game. So 6 books, I need 12 wood, I believe. I'm going to just grab some more spruce logs. Every time I get spruce logs now, my brain jumps to going to the stone cutter so I can put them in here and get myself, more spruce logs basically. But of course that's an Artibus feature, not a vanilla feature. But I play so much Artibus that it feels like a vanilla feature. Anyway, bookshelf, and we can now get slightly better enchantments, maybe? Who knows? Well, yeah, anyway. I think I'm actually going to wait for it to be nighttime and I'm going to test out this ring because I'm really interested to see how much XP this actually lets us get. Okay, so sun is going down, and this place becomes a complete nightmare at nighttime because, of course, now we're on a big open continent, and I believe we're already on, what is it now, day 29? So we're already getting relatively difficult mobs spawning, which is fun for me at the very least. I'm going to make myself a new bar just for Enderman because I don't need it. As I just showcased, I am clearly very capable of fighting Enderman without a new bar. But I'm going to be safe and just make one anyway because I think it's probably just a good idea. But yeah, let's see. 5x5 roof makes life extremely easy. Now again, the main reason why I'm not too interested in this ring being in my offhand at all times is because I can't kill that skeleton right now without a shield. Like, I would do crap, unfortunately. I want to just see what happens if I shoot this guy. Do I still get XP? 1, 2, and then 3. And we got XP, just like that. So we can actually get XP from pretty much any source. I was just under the impression that when you got a kill, the entity that you killed would, like, seemingly drop more experience. That's what I was expecting it to work like, but the fact that it works like this is fine. Again, I'm just sad that I can't have a shield or torches in my offhand, because usually I'd be using the dynamic lights feature of Optifine, but can't even really be doing that. But yeah, 1 and 2. No, 2. And look at that, we're getting so much XP. This is so cool. I can use the gold one, but I don't need to. Ooh. Let's see, can I do this? Ooh, okay. 1. Ooh. 2. Killed a skeleton without getting shot. Amazing. I have not... Survived a creeper blast without getting blown up, I guess. Okay, check this. So I've got 1, and I've got 2, and I know for a fact now that I could probably punch him with just my fist if I needed to. So I'm going to get this skeleton's attention. Hello. And I'm going to run between me and this dude, and then line it up, and the other dude's in the way, but he still killed him, and we're all good. So again, oh no, he's already punched him. Oh yeah. Did he please blow up the music disc? No! He blew up the music disc. No! I mean, we already have like 10, so it's fine. This ring is amazing though. I have already killed like half a dozen mobs, and look at my level. I'm going up in levels so much faster than I usually would. So 1, 2, again, I've used this thing, yes, it's 23 uses, and I've already gone up an entire level. And when you're at level 45, it is not easy to level up at all. So this thing is awesome. I should have started playing with rings like ages ago. Like, watch this. I guarantee from these 4 zombies, I'll be like up here, like really close to level 46. So 1, oh no, didn't see him. 2, and then 3, 4. That guy's got leather armor actually. Can you go away? Thank you. 4, 5. No. Can I get the creeper? I just want to get the creeper. No, come on. 3. Dead. Okay, there we go. And him. And him. Like that. Look how much XP we got from that. It's amazing. This is ridiculous. Like, this ring is so powerful, and it's also really cheap as well. One of my biggest like things that I have an issue with in this game is with XP gathering. I'm honestly a big believer of the idea that you should get XP from other sources. Like if you chop down enough trees, you should get XP. If you grow enough crops, you should get XP. The closest thing we have to that in vanilla is with like villager trading, because obviously you get XP from trading. But yeah, unfortunately, it just goes to it just happens to be that the best way of getting XP in this game is killing mobs. This makes it better. Again, we have 67 out of 100 durability. I wouldn't even mind just spamming the the weaker gemstones that we've crafted. Oh. Let's see if we can get another one. 1, 2, 3. It's really, really easy to get records in this game, I feel. I love doing it. Yeah, I've got to show you my record collection in a minute, actually. 1, 2... Come on. Come on. Come on. No. No. Come on. Yes. Yes! Look at that! That was so good! That was so close! Okay, what? No, 1. That wasn't a full hit, so I don't know if that's going to work. 2. Get him. No. Wait, 1 more. Oh, okay, I need to run. Are you really? Okay. I say it was a pretty successful night. 3 records, which is pretty cool. I'm not sure if any of these are new. Let me check my collection over here. So we already had Far. We've got 3 of Far now. We already had Ward. I'm getting like too many. But we didn't have Weight, so that's pretty good. In fact, Weight is one of my favorite ones, if I remember right, and also Strad. Should we make a jukebox? Well, I can't really play it on video, can I? Because it's just going to get copyright claimed. So we'll not do it today. Let's throw all these items in their appropriate chests. So we've got Enderpearls. We have 7 in total now. We already have more than enough blaze rods to actually go to the end. So as long as we've got the the Enderpearls for it, then we should be absolutely fine. Got a bunch of armor from that. And probably disenchant the tunic, the leather. I was going to say tunic then for some reason. The leather trousers at some point, so we can get the proper amount from those. We've got gunpowder, spider eye, string, bone, rotten flesh. We got a carrot from a zombie, so I'm definitely going to plant those at some point. So I'm going to go quickly dump this thing in the chest. In fact, before we hit, oh my god, we can do this again. Let's see. So we got yoink. Okay. Boosh. Amazing. Boosh. Amazing. Boosh. Amazing. I love it. I have no idea how it works. Again, I think it's probably just like a seeking thing. Like it just goes out and looks for nearby fully grown, that was a mistake, fully grown crops maybe? I don't really know, but it works so nicely. It works so well. I believe this feature was actually inspired by one of my old data packs. In fact, it was actually SGT, I think it was, yeah. So SGT had a feature in it the longest time ago, in which basically when you clicked crops with a hoe, it would basically detect that it was a hoe that it was being broken with, drop an item from the loot table that had custom model data, and then the game would look for the item with custom model data, and then replace the block at that location with the crop. It was a really inefficient way of basically doing the exact same thing that's going on here. And Creeper's way of doing it is, once again, so much better than I could ever imagine, so I'm just happy that he's done a really good job, basically. Crafted the iron ingots from the nights before, and there we go. And we got some pretty good results. How much of this did we use up? Not even half. So we actually used up barely any of our pristine Lapis Lazuli ring. And again, we've gone up from level 44 to 46 in this episode alone, just by basically mucking about and killing a handful of mobs. That is honestly amazing. This feature is amazing. I honestly don't know what the deal is with the ring, by the way, because it seems like golden rings are only really helpful for potion effects, because you can get a longer duration potion. Or what was it? Was it longer duration or more intense potion? Let's see. So golden rings. Can also be used in a jewelry table for different outcomes, such as longer potions with lower durability. So yeah, it's longer potions with lower durability. So I believe when you have a potion applied to the ring, its durability changes from, like, the typical 100 to 10/5. So currently, our golden ring has 50 durability and our iron ring has 100. I believe it would be 10 and 5 if it's using potion effects, but maybe the gold ring is better for potion effects because the durability is longer? I don't really know. But you have to use lingering potions in a jewelry table, I believe, which is something that we can't get until we fought the dragon. So let me see. Is there more information in? No. Okay, so let's see. Used to apply gemstones, potions, soaked rings, and enchantments to rings. Also, some of the ring enchantments have different effects than usual. Flame sets mobs that hit you on fire, while channeling works as a melee version of the trident. A melee version of the trident channeling? I want it. I want to punch things and smite them. When? When do we get to do this? So I think for the final part of today's episode, Hello Fox, I think I'm actually going to do some exploration now, simply because I really want to go and find some more villagers. But again, I'm just starting to realize again, like, how good this ring is going to be. If we get ourselves a pig farm in the near future, look at this place. This is pretty. Damn. If we get ourselves a pig farm in the future, because of that carrot that we just found, pigs are actually really good for breeding in TCC, similar to how they are in Artibus. You simply get more piglets. That would be a really good long-term food source. Right now I am just using fish. Fish is a little bit annoying, but it still works. It's fine. But yeah, if we got ourselves pork chops in the future, like a proper pig farm going, as well as maybe a cow farm if we want it for the leather, then we could actually just make a lapis lazuli ring every time we slaughter the pigs. Hello. And then we could basically just make sure that we get a bunch of XP every time we just harvest the pigs. That's amazing, because it seems that the kill XP is from anything. Look, if I could probably kill a fish and it works. Let's see. Fishy. Look, we got XP, and again, we got XP again. This thing checks for literally every mob in the game. You could kill anything, and it's going to give you XP. We could make a fucking auto chicken farm where it just stores the chickens for later. That's such an amazing thought. Let's see what we got. So we got ourselves some fire charges, useless. Golden carrots, useful. Iron nuggets, eh. Thorns, 2 golden leggings, rather laughable in my opinion, and we got ourselves a new flint and steel. That's decent, I guess. I want to get these gold blocks though if I can. Let's see, 1, 2, to nick the netherrack from mine. Oh, hello. Okay, I've got you with that. 1, 2, 3. Please don't be lava underneath. Please don't be lava underneath. Yes. Okay, so we got ourselves a gold block, and there's one up there as well. Do I have to get some more of this stuff? Yes, I do. I want to be careful about this if possible. I say I want to be careful about this before I almost destroy the barrier blocking me from the lava that would murder me in a few seconds. Let's see, 1, 2, 1 here, 3. I don't know if I can grab it quickly enough. Let's see. Yoink! Okay, it fell the other side, that's fine. 2 gold blocks, very nice, okay. But yeah, as I was saying before, we could literally make any sort of XP farm now, just from anything where we kill mobs in a large quantity, even if it was just chickens, or pigs, or cows, or even if we found a zombie spawner, and just set up a zombie farm, and then as long as we have one of these rings in our offhand the entire time, we're going to just guarantee ourselves a crap load of XP, which is going to be absolutely awesome. But yeah, for the time being, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start searching around the world and see if we can find ourselves a village, because I want to get some villages very, very soon, if we can. Worst case scenario, if we can't find a village that's somewhat nearby, then I'll probably just, spend the next couple of nights looking for a zombie villager and get myself some weakness potions and some golden apples. It's not like we can't afford the golden apples, we just found 2 gold blocks, so it's going to make our lives a lot easier, I guess. Well, I was really hoping that there would be a tiger village hidden away in this spruce biome somewhere that I could just, come over to and yoink some villagers from. But unfortunately, I can't. That was terrible. Unfortunately, I can't see anything nearby, which is a big shame, but never mind. However, I've done some exploration now, and obviously I have found some cool things out. Over this way, obviously, we have a snowy tundra biome, and again, it's big snowy plains over there, so there could be... Is that a house? No, I think it's a weirdly shaped thing. I can see a polar bear over there, though. That guy's so far away. Is that the entity render distance thing that's doing that? What's it set to? Entity render distance. That's a new thing, right? Is it performance? Other? Details? Entity render distance. 500%. That was only 200% and I can already see that dude. He's so far away. That's a village. Look at that. Ah, that's a village. I can see a lantern on a fence post. I think. It might be something else, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is. But yeah, also in that direction, I can't see it because it's out of render distance, but if I turn around, you can see right up here, that is actually a giant podzol forest over there, a giant tree tiger, which we can actually use to farm another item from TCC. It's called the Ancient Acorn. Let's see if I can find the page for it. Ancient Acorn. Ancient Acorns are found rarely in mega tree tigers, where they drop from spruce leaves or from mining podzol with a fortune shovel. When eaten, you gain haste 2. Now, I saw this thing and I thought this is pretty cool. Ancient Acorns, we can get some haste 2. If I have an efficiency 5 shovel and I haven't got a beacon yet, we can insta-mine stone before we've got a beacon. That's pretty awesome. This thing lasts for 2 hours. The haste 2 effect lasts exactly 2 hours. That is crazy. That is not, baby beacon. That's better than a beacon. I would take an Ancient Acorn over a beacon any day of the week because I wouldn't need to move the beacon around with me. We could just chug one Ancient Acorn and mine out potentially tens of thousands of blocks in a really wide area. That thing is going to give us a lot of mining potential. So as soon as we've got efficiency 5, we're going to head over to that podzol forest, farm up some mega spruce trees, and then hopefully get ourselves an Ancient Acorn. Okay, so since we are on the topic of rings in today's episode, I figured we'd finish up with one final test. The only other thing that I really want to test in terms of the different ring types is emerald. So the emerald one increases mob loot, and in order to apply it to ring... Okay, so we've put this thing on a jewelry table. Obviously, I only have one of these things, so we can't really go for the pristine variant. However... You can't make this stuff up, can you? Hell yeah. Okay, so if we can put this thing on a ring, I'm going to make myself an iron ring, because again, we've determined now... Oh, it doesn't work. Oh. Well, that works. There we go. Yeah, as we've determined, you can't actually get any benefit from using a gold ring if you're just using gemstones. I can't believe we got. I can't believe we got that. Did you see what just happened then? I pinged it in and it moved to the right slot. What? Yo. This thing is so cool. I remember when he was making this, it's really intuitive. Like, if you put items, does that work? Yeah, if you put items in it, it will basically just spit the item back at you. It's so cool, unless of course it's designed to be in that slot, in which case it works. And this is why I can't figure out. It seems like you can put the gold ring back in here, which I don't really get. Wait, hang on, is that... Hang on. It's a carrot on a stick. Does the right-click functionality do anything? No. Where's the gold one? Oh yeah, put it in there. Okay, let's see. Anything? No. I guess that's for when you have potion effects, isn't it? Yeah, I don't really know, to be honest. But yeah, it seems like we can't change them by adding a different type of thing to it, but maybe we can add potion effects to this, for example. I don't know if it would clear the current pristine Lapis Lazuli thing if we added an enchantment to it, but I'm not really sure. I don't really know. Anyway, this is definitely on my list of to do. By the time we do the next episode, I will have recreated this GUI in Celeste's style, including all of the icons here that we have as well. So we'll get around to doing that at some point for sure. But yeah, this is awesome. Let's make the emerald one anyway. So +2 luck. I can't believe we got the pristine one first try. Amazing. Okay, I'm going to wait for it to turn nighttime. I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to kill a bunch of mobs and see how much loot we actually get from these guys when we're using a pristine emerald ring. See, I felt the need to read over this thing again because I wanted to be absolutely sure, but it does say which increases mob loot. If this thing increased like block loot, then I would hold this thing in my offhand like the entire time I was mining, because that would be incredible. But I guess it'd probably be much harder to check for block loot, right? In terms of like the statistic of to when they reduce the durability. But I don't know, it's pretty cool. I mean, I'm just excited to see how well this thing works, because I have a feeling it will work like how I expect. But again, to my knowledge, the vanilla loot tables aren't actually configured to work with luck, because luck isn't actually like an obtainable thing in the game yet. Because in the vanilla game, you can't actually get luck, right? You can't get it from anywhere. So why would you need to make it compatible? Is that a structure? No, it's just a blue piece of coral. Sad times. But yeah, I'm interested to see what we get. Because usually, with like a zombie kill, for example, you get anywhere 1 to 2 rotten flesh, or 1 to 2 gunpowder from a creeper, obviously 1 to 2 bones, 1 to 2 arrows, like the kind of normal figures that you'd expect. I'm interested to see how much it increases those effects. And the one that I'm most interested in is, of course, Enderman. Because if we can use this thing to get more Enderpearls, it might mean that we can get to the end much faster than I was originally anticipating. Because I was expecting to have to look out for, a warped forest in between this episode and the next, so that we could go there and farm up the Enderman, farm up the Enderpearls. But if we can get them from the overworld, just increase our luck with this ring, that could be really helpful. Okay, 2... It did reduce the durability if we got 2 gunpowder, but again, we might not have gotten 2 gunpowder usually, so maybe it just increased the drop amount that time instead of the drop, like, instead of increasing it over the limit. I mean, I'm looking for Enderman if I can, because if I kill an Enderman and it drops 2 pearls, I'm gonna freak out, because that's gonna be amazing if that's actually the case. Hello, sir. We'll get you quickly. 9. Oh, that's 5. Let's see. We got 1 string, 1 spider eye, 98 durability. So it is going down. I figured maybe in terms of fairness, it would be better if the durability only went down, if it actually increased it beyond what it usually would. But again, I might not have gotten string that time, or I might not have gotten a spider eye that time. So maybe it does make sense. Let's see how much this guy drops. 1, 2. Seems like it's only 1. 1, 2. He dropped a potato that time. Now that's interesting. I bet it increases the chances of that happening. 1, 2. Okay, so let's see. So we got 3 rotten flesh, which is normal, but we did get a potato, and we got an iron nugget as well. So I'm thinking we wouldn't usually have gotten the potato in that scenario unless we had the pristine emerald ring. Maybe that's how it works. Okay, this is the moment that I've been waiting for. I have found our first Enderman of the night. I've been going along and actually killing a bunch of mobs with the Lapis Lazuli ring once more, because I am interested to get as much XP as we can. But now I've found the Enderman, we're going to switch back to the emerald one and see if we can guarantee ourselves, or maybe increase the chance for an ender pearl. I don't know how well it's going to work, but again, we got the pristine one, and so far the effects seem to be quite minimal, so I'm not sure what to think about this one. So we'll get his attention. Let's see. Mr. Enderman. Okay, and now we're going to run. Oh, there's another one. Okay, we'll get the second one as well. and we'll see if we can get some ender pearls from these boys. So here we come. Oh, a third one. More the merrier. Welcome. Okay. So we've got one. Wait, no. I'm just gonna have to keep it. I can't do the drop shots underneath the ceiling very well. I'm trying to get better at it. Yeah. 1, 2. Come on. Come on. Come on. Okay. We only got 2, but. I mean, it's not a very big sample size, but usually there is a 50% chance of getting 1 ender pearl from an enderman, you know, without any sort of looting or anything like that. And we technically got 2 from 3, so that's a 66% chance, you know, up from 50% chance. So I don't know. Maybe it's helping? Maybe it's not. It definitely used up the durability on the ring there. Let's try it again on these guys. So no additional rotten flesh as far as I can see. Maybe some there. No. We got none that time. You see, that's I don't get it, man. It's weird. The thing is, right, the way that it's worded in the compendium is that it increases the loot that you get from mobs. It says increases mob loot. That's all it says. So my brain translates that to I'm going to get extra loot as though I have looting. But I guess looting and look are 2 completely different things. So the thing that makes the most sense to me now is the idea that maybe we wouldn't have gotten the potato if not for the Emerald Ring, perhaps? But I don't know. It's a bit unclear on what it actually does. Anyway, we are going to keep this thing for the time being. We can actually apply mending and also durability. So on breaking 3 to it as well in the future. So we're going to keep this thing. I think we're going to end up making more pristine lapis rings because they're not that hard to make. And again, lapis ain't that valuable. So we can just keep chugging it all into the stone cutter as far as I'm concerned. But yeah, honestly, verdict, rings are my favorite thing in this pack so far. The XP ring is legendary. Anyway, that will have to do it for today's episode. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed episode 3 of the TCC mini-series. I am so far really enjoying this data pack. It really is a shame that things like that have to happen. But again, I have had issues with that myself in terms of the lighting engine when doing resource pack stuff, so I fully understand why this is a nuisance. And again, I have seen screenshots of this working fine. And again, if I stop, it works. So I think it might actually just be an issue with my system, potentially. It very much in a similar way to how some of you guys have complained in the past that the universal snow overlays flicker for you at certain Y levels. I think it is the same thing. Look at that, you can just see the hopper. Like it's nothing. That's crazy. I don't really get why that happens, unfortunately. I think maybe if I add the hopper to the list of cutout blocks using Optifine's block.properties, that might actually fix the issue for me, but I'm really not sure, so I'm going to have to experiment with that and try and find out how that works. But yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode. I am still trying to stick to 1 episode per week with this series, again, because I am just really enjoying playing it, so it's quite easy to stick to that. This will be the last video recorded with my bad microphone. I'm going to be moving back to my uni accommodation sometime quite soon. So next time we return for TCC, I'll be back with my beautiful, sexy microphone, as always. But yeah, until then, if you want to join the Discord, join the conversation, or of course download TCC, all the necessary links are in the description as always. And again, if you have any recommendations, any suggestions, or any feedback, or even any advice on TCC, feel free to comment below. And anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I shall see you in the next one. Take care, have a very nice day, and bye-bye.